So today we are going to talk about the two new 5 stars that we are going to get in version 1.1, Silver Wolf and Luocha, and which character should you summon for. Let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below, and before we start, don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already to help us on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and share the video with your friends. Now without any further ado, let's just get started. So as you can see, our first character that we are going to talk about is Silver Wolf, because her banner is coming first, and these are her skills. If you want to pause the video and read them, you can do so. I am not going to read the skills because I am sure that the majority of you are already aware of what her skills are. What we are going to talk about are her benefits and what makes her special. So the most important thing about her, in my opinion, is basically this specific line here, actually up to here. And as you can see, it says base chance to inflict the target with one weakness of the same type as a random ally's attack type for 3 turns. So what does that mean? Well, if you have a team of 3 fire damage dealers, for example, and the enemy doesn't have a fire weakness against your team, that means that your team will struggle to break their shield, right? Now with Silver Wolf on the team, you have basically the ability to inflict a weakness, a fire weakness on the enemy, and by that you will be able to break the shield easily without any problems. So that is going to help you a lot, and it will make it easier for your team to break the opponent's shield, which means that your team doesn't necessarily have to be, for example, a quantum type team in order to break that specific enemy's shield, but you can use your fire damage team in order to break actually that enemy's shield. So that makes your way easier to break basically other or enemies shields, and that is the main thing, in my opinion, that makes her so special, because there is no other character that can do so, and then reduces the enemy's damage resistance to that attack type by 20%. So not only she inflicts the target with one weakness of that type, but also reduces the damage resistance for that specific attack type, which is just insane. So this is, in my opinion, the most important thing about Silver Wolf. Then we can take a look at the ultimate as well. There is a 85% basic chance to decrease the enemy target's D. This simply means that any damage type is going to deal more damage on that specific target, which is just insane. Like, seriously, this is going to be absolutely broken. Then and at the same time deals 210% of Silver Wolf's attack as quantum damage to the target enemy. So she deals damage and she inflicts weaknesses, and I think that this weakness is going to be inflicted first, and then she is going to deal the damage. So she is going to deal basically more damage against that enemy than what this multiplier is telling. So this is, in my opinion, what makes her actually special without going through all of the other stuff that she has, and this is basically her main benefit: the ability to allow your team, without having specific element, to be able to destroy that enemy is actually what makes her super special. So now that we know what makes Silver Wolf special, let's go to now Luocha and see what makes him special. So here we are with Luocha, and as you can see, he is imaginary, which makes him special directly, because we have only one imaginary character right now in the game, and that is basically Wealth. And as you can see, we have here the skill. After using his skill, immediately restores a single ally's HP equal to 40% of Luocha's attack plus 200. Meanwhile, Luocha gains 1 stack of Abyss Flower when any ally's HP percentage drops to 50% or lower. Luocha will immediately use his skill one time on this ally without consuming skill points. After Luocha takes action for 2 more times, this effect can be triggered again when the conditions are met. So basically he can immediately, which they call emergency healing, he can actually immediately heal one of the allies if their HP drops down to 50% or lower, and he gets a stack of Abyss Flower. Now this is very important because he has a very special ability there. I think it should be somewhere here. Yeah, when Abyss Flower is at 2 stacks, Luocha consumes all stacks to deploy a field against the enemy. When any enemy in the field is attacked by an ally, the attacking ally immediately restores HP equal to 14% of Luocha's attack plus 70. The field's effect lasts 2 turns. So basically, for 2 turns, anytime your allies are being attacked, you are going to restore 40% of Luocha's attack and 70 as well as extra HP, and that is actually pretty phenomenal. So his emergency recovery or HP recovery is very useful. However, he doesn't have one of the abilities that makes Bai Lu special, which is basically reviving. Bai Lu allows you to revive one of the allies if one of the allies is dead, and that is a very special ability. You don't know how many times it helped me to clear simulated universe and other hard content in the game. It's just unbelievable. Like, imagine the enemy kills your character, and then your character just revives. It's just crazy. Like, seriously, it's a broken ability. So this is what Luocha lacks, but other than that, his healing abilities are way better than Bai Lu's abilities. So in my opinion, which character should you summon for? Well, I think that in case you lack both debuffers and healers and you wonder which character should you summon for, in my opinion, the character that is going to give you the more value is actually Silverwolf, because she is going to allow you to be able to debuff the enemies and make your teams that would have not been useful on that specific enemy useful now. And that, in my opinion, is way more important than healing. Healing is important as well, don't misunderstand me, but when they are facing each other, I think that debuffing the enemies and making your team way more useful against that specific enemy is much better than healing that specific team. So in my opinion, if you lack both debuffers and healers, in my opinion, you should go for Silverwolf. Now, if you have a debuffer, let's say for example Wealth, and you lack a healer, you don't have any other healer than Natasha, which is a 4-star healer, I think that you should go for Luocha, because Luocha is going to give you the thing that is actually missing for your team, which is a healer, and since you already have Wealth, I don't think that you need actually Silverwolf, although Silverwolf still have that very important ability to make the enemy weak against your specific team, but still you have a debuffer, so you don't need another debuffer unless you are a whale. So I think that if you go in that case for Luocha, it would be much better. Now, if you have, let's say, Bai Lu, and you don't have Wealth, or even if you have actually Wealth, if you have both Bai Lu and Wealth, in my opinion, the best choice for you is going to be actually to go for Silverwolf, because Silverwolf's ability is just so broken that, in my opinion, it actually... It's just something that you need in the team. You really need that ability, because it makes the game way easier for you. Any team, any team can actually face any opponent and be able to destroy that opponent. That's how broken her ability is. That's how useful it is for your team. So yeah, in my opinion, Silverwolf should have actually the priority every single time, except when you have a good debuffer, let's say Welt, but you don't have a good healer. In that case, you should go actually for Luocha, but otherwise I think that Silver Wolf should take the win every other time. If you don't have neither a debuffer nor a healer, I think that Silver Wolf is better. If you have both a debuffer and a healer, I think that Silver Wolf should be better. The only time when you should actually consider summoning for Luocha is basically when you have a good debuffer but you don't have a good healer, and unfortunately right now in the game it's really hard to have a good healer, because the only two healers that we have are actually Bai Lu and Natasha. And Natasha you get for free, but she isn't that extremely useful. She is good, but she isn't extremely useful. Bai Lu is way better, and she is extremely broken as well because of her ability to revive an ally. So basically, if you don't have Bai Lu, I think, and you don't have a Welt, then go for Silver Wolf. If you have Welt but you don't have Bai Lu, go for Luocha. So this is my opinion about it. Let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. And after all, I'll just say this: although I talked about how useful they are and how great they could be for your team and in which cases you should summon for which character, I think that you should actually pick the character that you enjoy using the most, because you are playing the game to enjoy it, right? I don't think that I am wrong on this one. You are playing the game to enjoy it, and in my opinion you should summon for the characters that make you enjoy the game, even if they aren't as useful as the other characters. If they are going to make you enjoy the game more, summon for these characters. Anyways, with that being said, that was everything for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Honkai Star Rail.